change. We all wanna be somebody else. I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMO.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am here with Ms. Ann Cabano, filmmaker extraordinaire. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Such a pleasure, and I'm loving that color. That hair is just beautiful.
Thank you. It's not natural.
That's okay. This isn't either. Just beautiful. Miss Ann, could you tell me what inspired you to get into films?
Oh, it's kind of a long answer, really. First, it was my kids. I used to just film my children, and I just had a passion for that because I love them so much. But later in life, I was working in hospice.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of started to observe behavior in hospice. And when my last client passed away, because everyone in hospice has the same ending, I decided right before that, I decided I was going to go to massage school. And the impetus behind that was there was a woman that I was working with, and she had asked me one day to rub lotion on her. And she was moaning with such pleasure. And for a minute I was like, okay, this is awkward. And then I was like, actually, I understood because she hadn't received touch.
Oh.
And so that propelled me to go to massage school, which then propelled me to go on to learn about the mind-body-spirit connection. And then I got a Bachelor of Divinity in Ministerial Counseling and Metaphysical Healing, and became a spiritual coach. And I just wanted to really show the world what I saw. And
Yes. Those are the things that you just mentioned that I loved learning about you.
oh yeah,
I mean, you're such a caring person. I mean, not to say that other filmmakers aren't, but I mean, just hearing what you just said, because it takes a lot of heart to be able to take care of someone that's in that stage and to be there daily and being able to massage lotion and understand what they're going through. So that was something I really loved what I learned about you and your history. So that is awesome.
thank you.
Thank you for sharing that.
I was born, my counselor would tell you, I was born a healer helper, or helper healer. And honestly, like I don't know who I am if I'm not trying to make a difference in the world. So those are the clothes that feel the best on me.
Yes, yes. Once you accept them, and I always say that I'm a helper also, but I tried to fight it for the longest. And I realized that that's who I am. So there's no more, it takes more energy to fight it instead of just doing what we're supposed to do. But on to filmmaking. Was there anyone that inspired you, other female filmmakers that you can tell us about?
It's a funny question because recently I've started really looking at female documentary filmmakers because that's specific to my genre. But if you ask me what filmmakers inspired me, like I'm a chick of the 80s, and I have to tell you, like all of those John Hughes films really sort of, I don't know, like they made you feel something. It was when I first started to realize that film was, evoked emotion within us. And I'm emotion based, if you didn't guess that already. So,
Right.
And then recently I watched this film called, Jodie Foster was the producer of it, and I can't remember the director's name, I apologize, but it was about a woman named Elise Guy Blaché, who
That sounds familiar.
that it was called Be Natural, I think, be natural, because that was the sign that she had on the wall to her actors. But she got slighted in history. Imagine that.
I did, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
She got slighted for all of her contributions to filmmaking itself. And so I went on IMDb and looked, and she's got over like 400 films listed that she's credited to. And she was actually she created so many different dynamics in film that we still use today that she didn't originally get credit for, and she's now being credited for.
Did she end up having to go and film in another country with her husband? I did see that, and I think I saw it at one of the women's film festivals. Yes.
The Worldwide Women's Film Festival, local festival
Yes.
here. Yeah, that's where I saw it as well.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was an awesome story. I mean, I had never heard of that before.
Nor I.
Yeah. You're also working on something, Art and Human Connection, film and art. Can you tell us about that?
Mm-hmm. I think that's just the foundation of everything I do. It's where, I mean, film is art,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have physical art, but to me, film is the art form, and we are art, we humans. And primarily, to me, the whole idea, or the whole reason I even do film is to create more connection, because we have enough reasons to be disconnected as human beings. And for me, human connection, I mean, we thrive when we fail to thrive when we lack connection, and we thrive when we have connection.
We are starting to see more female filmmakers here in the Arizona industry. Is there something that we need to do differently to start letting them know it is okay if this is something you have a love for? You don't have to stand in the background. I mean, is there some change we need to do in our industry so that women feel safe and comfortable coming out and saying, hey, I'm a filmmaker?
Gosh, we don't have time to answer that whole question, but
Just give me a little tip
I would
there.
just say, I mean, it's just about reframing the culture of film. It's about knowing that there are lots of voices in film, beyond just the male voice, and also presenting this female story that I'm doing.
Yes.
As a female, I have a different perspective than as a male.
Right.
What I would say is just do it. I mean,
Right.
I don't know, I'm a late bloomer, and I think you can do whatever you want.
There's no timeline on
Just
it.
do what you want,
Right,
how you want.
right. And I like to say, you have those that say, I'm not a role model. Okay, but we can say that all we want, but we're a role model to someone. And so you're a female filmmaker, so you're a role model for a lot of women that may be out there looking at what you're doing and saying, hey, if Ann did that, I can do it.
Well, I know that I'm a mentor for a lot of younger women. I know that my audience is a certain demographic of women, specifically in the work that I do in coaching. And so, and as a teacher, I was a teacher for almost 12 years at a local college. And so, yeah, I mean, you don't get to a certain age. I mean, hopefully you've acquired some wisdom that you can share. That's it. Just share.
Right. Is there anything you'd like to share with an aspiring filmmaker? Any tip you can offer?
Don't be afraid to don't be afraid to be new. I think the best advice I can give you is to not be. Everyone has to be new at some point. So
Right.
just start and be new.
Just jump in there and do
Yeah,
it.
and don't get caught up in worrying if you know the technicalities or not, because there are a lot of people that can work with you and teach you.
Right. Where can our audience find you?
My website, which is anncabano.com. I'm on all social media too, Ann Cabano. Just find me, Ann Cabano.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us today. It was such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us today, and we will catch you next time on Desertwood Days.